so good to be home. 17 phone messages? Well, somebody's playing phone tag and I admit.
G'day, mate. Crocodile Montgomery here. Give me a ring when you're back from down under so I can toss another shrimp in the barbie. Is that all?
Jack, I should have known.
Good evening. This is day 8 of the Jackson-Montgomery hostage crisis. The latest update on the prisoner of love, unable to eat, unable to sleep. Erica, Jack, listen, you gotta come home. Not only do I miss you like crazy, but I'm running out of phone shtick.
Don't worry, Jack. Erica is coming to the rescue. Well, you weren't kidding. You really couldn't wait, could you? Anton.
I took a chance you'd be home.
Well, I just got in the door.
I had to do this in person.
Well, that sounds serious. Please come in.
Thanks.
So, now tell me, what's this all about?
Well, I came here to say I'm sorry and to explain about Dimitri.
Good evening, Mr. Merrick.
Good evening. Is our table ready?
Yes, right this way.
I'd like to order a bottle of your best champagne.
Special occasion?
Yeah, very special.
Dimitri, this is absolutely charming. So elegant.
Well, I thought we'd celebrate Kendall's demise in style.
I'll drink to that. Oh, I'm so relieved. Anton is finally free of her.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've been sleeping better than I have in ages. It's like a huge load has been lifted off my mind. I dare anyone to try and spoil my mood tonight.
It's her choice.
You don't understand.
We just want to talk to her.
Present a united front.
Tell me this is not what I think it is.
Hi, honey.
Is this a private party, or can anybody join?
Oh, no. This is hardly a party. We just thought we'd get together for a little impromptu family dinner. Right, guys?
You know, the kith and kin gathered round to chew the fat.
No food. Must be the latest version of the spa diet.
Oh, we were just gonna order something in.
Guess my invitation got lost in the mail.
I was just gonna call you.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, it's no secret why we're here.
Well, I wish you'd let me in on
Your
it.
husband called us to this emergency family council. He wants our help to talk you out of making the biggest mistake of your life.
The miscarriage was my fault. I made it happen.
What do you mean you made it happen?
I was just too much of a coward. I couldn't bring myself to tell Mama and Papa that I was pregnant. So I prayed. I prayed to God and I begged him to take the baby. But he didn't. I killed my baby.
All My Children, brought to you by Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, a delicious combination of real apples, whole grain oats, and cinnamon.
Could you describe the taste of apple cinnamon Cheerios?
It's not exactly apple cinnamon. It's more of a cinnamony apple. No, it's
Delicious.
but in a different sort of a way. Do you know what I mean?
It's crunchy. Good. It's on the tip of my...
Cinnamonious.
I would say it's...
An amplitude of cinnamosity.
Definitely.
Cinnamon-abolicious.
Does that make sense?
One bite and the taste will tell you how good it is. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. It's different in a delicious sort of way.
Now there's an important new advance in the fight against plaque. Introducing Advanced Formula Plaques with more plaque loosening power, so you brush off even more. New Advanced Formula Plaques. Another advance in the fight against plaque.
Finally, a stretch bra that supports fuller busted women. The new 18-hour Comfort Stretch Styles. Every inch stretches for comfort and support. The 18-hour Comfort Stretch Bras. Reach for it.
Oh, Buster's birthday party. 50 hamburgers shaped like squirrels, ice cream dog bones for dessert, a couple of fights, a cat chase, my sofa confused for a fire hydrant, and when the party is over, my Bissell little green clean machine, the handheld miracle worker that quickly lifts out carpet and upholstery stains. Life's messy. Clean it up.
In a world full of trouble,
I stopped dating guys because I was tired of wondering if I was going to find them in a body bag.
there is a place full of beauty and hope.
What you found was quiet in a world full of thunder.
It's as far away as you want to go.
I don't want my heart broken. What you gonna do if you keep trying to save a brother that don't want to be saved?
Or as close as your heart.
My family, they need...
No, I need you.
Jason's Lyric, rated R, starts Wednesday, September 28th at select theaters.
Maria, you're not making any sense. Maria, just take a breath. Calm down. Just take it easy. Tell me what happened.
Well, that night, after dinner, Mom and Papa took the kids to the movies, and I stayed home, and I just sat there, and I turned the TV off and on, and I paced the floor, and all the windows were open, but I was suffocating in there. So I went outside on the porch, and I thought it might be better out there, but the night was just so hot and muggy, and there wasn't a sound anywhere. It was so quiet. And I felt like I was dead inside. I was so heavy. But there was this little life growing inside me. You know, I was like taking over me, ruining my life and destroying my family, my future. And I wasn't really thinking any of that at the time. I wasn't thinking at all. All I knew is that I just had to escape. I had to get out of myself. And I had to get away from the panic and leave the panic and the shame behind me.
So what did you do?
Well, I ran down the road to our friend Lucinda's house and into her barn and into her stable. She had just bought this beautiful Arabian at auction, and he was gorgeous. He was white with blue eyes, and I jumped on bareback, and I started to ride, and I felt like I was riding as though my life depended on it, and I didn't even know where I was going. I had no idea. It didn't matter as long as I just could get away from that baby. And it was really pitch black that night, and I was so reckless. I was making jumps that I had no business making, and I was kicking the horse with my bare heels to make him go faster, and I was yanking him up in mid-stride and turning him, and the horse was snorting, and he was rearing, and I realize now, when I think about it, that I was hoping that he would throw me.
Did he?
No. He never even stumbled, not once. For all that I tried. But I just finally, I ran that horse everywhere. I finally just took him back to the stable, and I rubbed him down, and I went home. And my family wasn't home yet, so I crawled into bed, and I just tried to sleep. And then I dozed a little bit off and on. But I found myself sitting up in bed and feeling the most incredible pain I had ever felt. block out everything and just make my mind go blank. And then finally, it was over. And I got my wish. I lost the baby. I killed it.
No, you didn't. Maria, you don't know for sure it was the horse. I mean, miscarriages are common. It could happen. Nobody knows really why they
The
happen.
doctor who told me that I was pregnant told me not to overdo. And taking it easy isn't a 2-hour gallop over breakneck terrain. I know in my heart that I am responsible.
Listen, remember the book that you gave me when we first were trying to get pregnant? It said miscarriages are nature's way of ending non-viable pregnancy. So will you forget this Catholic guilt trip?
I can't forget that. I can't. God is punishing me. Don't you understand? This is my fault. I brought this on myself. I brought this on us.
What? On us? How does it affect us?
Del Henry gets your kidney over my dead body.
You called a family meeting to discuss me and Del?
Don't be mad, Dixie. Ted's heart was in the right place.
I thought that we were going to keep this between
I
us.
just panicked. I couldn't think of anything else to do.
Oh, so you decided to call it to a vote, huh? Majority rules? Maybe we should have polled the neighbors to see what they think. I'm sorry. I appreciate all of your concern, but this is something that I have to decide on my own.
I agree. Well, I, for one, will not stand by and allow my niece to ruin her life for that backwater bum.
She won't be ruining her life, Palmer, and it's not up to you. What Dixie needs right now is time, so she can make her decision.
Well, this is what I have to say about that.
I think you said more than enough for a one-night love bug. Get out of here.
Well, of all the brass-plated nerve, I'm not going to set my foot out of here. Just unhand me, woman. Go.
Come on.
Now,
hit
take
the
your hands
trail.
off me.
We've
Now,
worn
listen,
out
young
our
lady.
welcome.
You haven't heard the last of this from me. Not by a long shot. You either.
Nighty-night, y'all.
I don't know what to say.
Honey, you blow your top. Just keep in mind one thing, okay? The only reason I called everybody here is because we all love you.
You went behind my back.
I had to get the family take on this. I had to know whether or not I'm completely out of line by wanting to keep you healthy and whole. Honey, I want it all. I want you, I want our children, I want our life together. Is that selfish?
Mommy?
Honey, what are you doing up? Tomorrow's a school day.
I heard yelling. Did something bad happen?
I adore champagne. The bubbles stick in my nose.
Here's to Kendall in absentia. Goodbye and good riddance.
Dimitri, if this is awkward for you, we can leave.
I'm fine.
No, I'd be very happy to celebrate at home.
I'm not about to allow Jack Montgomery to chase us out. We waited too long for this evening.
Oh, Kendall is out of the picture for good. Oh, I can hardly believe it.
It's ironic, isn't it? And we tied ourselves up in knots thinking of ways to get rid of her, when all we had to do was just allow her to self-destruct.
But claiming she was pregnant to hold on to Anton, how did she think she'd get away with it?
Kendall doesn't think that's her undoing, and our good fortune.
And now that Kendall is out of our life for good, Anton can go on with his life. He can fall in love, settle down, perhaps make us grandparents one day.
Grandparents? Well, that sounds strange.
I know. It's strange, but nice.
Well, I haven't had a chance to be a parent yet.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but that's the way it has to be.
Corvina, I've been thinking about that. Kendall's not a threat to Anton any longer. I was hoping that we might let life settle back down. And then when it feels right, tell Anton he's our son.
So Kendall intercepted the note that you sent and replaced it with her own forgery. I had no idea what was in the envelope when I gave it to Dimitri.
Well, I could just imagine the poison that was pouring out of her pen.
I'll spare you the details, but it wasn't exactly a fan letter.
And no wonder Dimitri was cold to me.
I'm sorry.
No, don't blame yourself, really. I mean, you're certainly not the first person who's been taken in by that despicable shrew. Does Dimitri know that it was a fake?
He was furious. So was I. I threw Kendall out.
You mean she's gone from Wildwind?
So now there's nothing to keep you and Dimitri from getting back together.
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
Why, what's so complicated? You two love each other.
Well, love is not always the thing that conquers all. Look, it's obvious that Dimitri knew about the mix-up in the letters. He could have told me himself, but he didn't. He doesn't care about me.
Oh, he does care. He cares about $250,000 worth.
Chef Boyardee has found a fun way to get your kids to eat. Introducing Sesame Street Pasta. Shapes of Big Bird and friends in a delicious new sauce created specially for little kids. With no MSG or preservatives. Prepared in a wholesome way you'll appreciate. With a special taste they'll love. What's gotten into you? Sesame Street Pasta. Brought to you by Chef Boyardee and the letters M-O-M.
My son loves being in school play. Stage clothes get dirty, they get stained.
That mess you're making.
You have to be able to bleach out stains, but keep the color.
Tide with bleach. Now it's even better for colors.
Night after night, that stain has to come out.
Tide's activated bleaching system is unbeatable at removing many tough stains, even on dark colors, while a special new ingredient helps keep colors bright.
After 2 weeks of performances, it still looks great.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
To me, it's laundry. To him, it's a costume.
This insert is what some women use for yeast infections. Not me. This is my choice, Monistat 7. It's soft, soothing. Monistat, the #1 choice of women, the #1 recommendation of doctors.
Amazingly, most people in America have never heard of this product. Tylenol Sinus. The strength you need from the name you trust.
He's not an infant anymore.
Down here.
He's not yet a big boy.
Here we go.
He's a toddler.
There he goes.
Too big for a bottle, not big enough for a glass. This is just right. New Next Step Toddler Formula from the makers of Enfamil.
Smile big.
Specially designed for toddlers with the Iron Cow's Milk Lab.
Oh, boy.
After the bottle, before the milk. New Next Step Toddler Formula. In soy, too.
Introducing Tidy Scoop with Dust Trap, a revolutionary new ingredient that pours so clean, it's going to leave all those other scooping fillers in the dust. Make it tidy all the time. Presenting a cat box filler that controls odors day and night. Tidy Cat. Its continuous action formula and natural baking soda give you round-the-clock odor protection. Make it Tidy Cat or Tidy Scoop and make it tidy all the time.
Who is it?
Hi.
Kendall.
Where do you get your ideas?
What?
You're a writer. I need you to help me cook up a plot to win Anton back.
Not tonight, Kendall. My muse isn't feeling so hot.
What's wrong?
I had to stop dialysis in mid-treatment. I've got this monster headache.
Okay. Then take 2 of these, and you'll be as good as new. Then where was I? Okay, Anton. I need a foolproof plan to win him back, and you have to come up with it. Remember, you owe me. You stole those Erica royalties right out from underneath me.
God, hey, if it'll get rid of you and bring me up to speed. In our last installment, Anton busted you for forgery, kicked you out of his life. Then what?
Then I swallowed my pride and I went to go see him. I told him that I'd had this incredible breakthrough in therapy and that it really, truly changed me.
If he believed that.
He didn't. So I figured, what did I have to lose?
That's a dangerous question.
And I told him I was pregnant.
You know, you are incredible.
I was desperate.
Where's Papa now? Out buying cigars?
He didn't believe me.
No.
Took me to the hospital for some stupid blood test, so I had to admit the baby was fake.
That old trick ought to come with a warning label. Don't try this at home.
I told you I was desperate.
That's tough. You don't lie about something as precious as babies, Kendall.
Oh, but it's okay to lie about who you are and why you came
Did
to
I
town.
say I was a saint? All I'm saying is babies are something you don't take lightly. Serve you right if I'd let you dig your own way out of this hole.
But you won't.
Don't be so sure.
Come on, Dal. I am fresh out of inspiration. You've got to help me.
I don't have to do anything but get rid of this blasted headache.
Now hear this, Uncle. If you so much as look sideways at my niece, I'll make you rue the day you ever set foot in Pine Valley.
Folks, I'm going to call it a night. I think I'll go upstairs and let Junior read me to sleep.
All right. Good night, Dad.
Good night.
Good night, Joe. Tad, I am under enough pressure without you or Uncle Palmer or anybody else making it worse, okay? Whether or not I give Dell a kidney is my decision, and it's mine alone.
I know. Okay, I know. But I also know that I love you more than anything else in this world. Honey, you're gonna have to cut me some slack. I'm a little worried, okay? How did you feel when you thought that my number was up?
I was scared to death. I felt very alone.
I rest my case. I feel exactly the same way. Like I want to do something. I'm desperate to do something, and my hands are tied.
So you just called for reinforcements?
Well, there's safety in numbers.
I feel like you like mustered the troops or something to strong-arm me.
Honey, I'm your husband. That's got to give me some rights. I mean, maybe not the final say, but a say nevertheless.
I just wish you'd back off just a little.
Yeah, how am I supposed to do that? You're my wife. I would do anything on this earth to protect you. I'm sorry, if choosing your life over Dell's makes me a bad person, that's okay. I can live with that. I cannot live without you.
So when Kendall wrote the book, she collaborated with this guy, Dale Henry. The book was basically a piece of garbage. It was a tell-all about you.
Why aren't I surprised?
It was total trash, mostly just lies and name-calling. But when Dimitri found out, he paid Dell $250,000 to forget the book. He also made him sign a paper swearing not to write another one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that this is just Dimitri taking care of business. This is just Dimitri trying to protect his family name.
He doesn't care about that. He did it for you.
Even if he did. I mean, one altruistic gesture, that doesn't change anything, does it? Dimitri has made it known to me. Things are over between us. Dimitri has made that painfully clear.
But I don't believe that. It's true, Dimitri has his own reasons for doing things, like letting Kendall live in Wildwind. But he didn't do that to hurt you. He did it because I asked him to.
He would do anything you asked him to.
I never quite understood that. Dimitri would go out of his way to make sure I'm happy. I don't know why it means so much to him.
Well, please don't question it. I mean, just accept it.
Well, Dimitri says he looks at me as the son he never had. I like to think it's true.
Anton, if Dimitri says that you're like the son he never had, believe it.
Dimitri, the reason for keeping the truth from Anton hasn't changed. If you tell him now he's your son, it's like telling him his whole life has been nothing but lies. He will feel angry, he will feel deceit, and probably he will walk out of our lives forever.
That may have been the case 6 months ago, but Anton and I are much closer now.
Anton admires you. He looks up to you, and you look You work so hard to earn his trust. Are you willing to risk all that now?
Anton's talking about going to California to do his internship at UCLA. There's a doctor in pediatric cardiology that Anton's anxious to work with.
Yeah, I've heard him.
Maybe I'm being selfish, but I don't want my son going to school 3,000 miles away without knowing that he's got family right here. I mean, I need more than a Christmas card or a Sunday phone call to be a part of my son's life. I am more than just the person who pays the tuition. I'm his flesh and blood, Corvina. I'm his father.
And I am his mother. You will never know what lying to my son has cost, neither will he. If Anton were to find out now, it would destroy him. I cannot let you do this to our son.
Look, I've upset you, and I'm sorry. It's just... You don't have to say yes. Just don't say no. I mean, give it some time to think it over.
I had years to think it over.
Yeah, but then a day or two more won't make any difference, will it?
No. No, it won't. You are right. I will do as you ask. Now, will you excuse me? Which way is the powder room?
It's straight back and to the left.
Well, good evening, Dimitri.
What do you want?
I have a message for you. From Erica.
The power of Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine is taking shape in new Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels, rushing concentrated medicines to relieve your worst cold. Rush relief with new Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels.
Another meal made simple with pork. Slice it. Sizzle it. Splash it. 3 easy steps to create a real stir. Pork, the other white meat.
Debbie, these shots are fabulous. Beautiful, Debbie.
Better than the last time, Tony?
Absolutely.
It's my job to make sure people look good. A few weeks ago while doing test shots with Debbie, I noticed something. Dandruff. So I told her about Head & Shoulders. You see, regular shampoos merely rinse flakes away, so they could come back. But look, Head & Shoulders helps stop flakes from even forming. You see the difference? Yeah, picture perfect. Head & Shoulders turns dandruff problems into beautiful hair.
Done.
If you're cleaning mildew stains every time you turn around, you need this. New Vanish Mildew Stain Remover, because it protects surfaces as it cleans to do what ordinary bleach cleaners can't. Resist mildew stains for weeks, so you don't clean as often. New Vanish Mildew Stain Remover keeps mildew stains away longer from SC Johnson Wax.
Hey, if you're with AT&T, how'd you like a nice bonus? Just for spending $25 a month on AT&T long distance. It's easy. Just one call, and first you get 20% off with AT&T True USA Savings. And then a bonus, AT&T True Rewards. Points good for free frequent flyer miles and free AT&T minutes. And only AT&T gives you both. But to get your bonus, you do have to call AT&T.
Your true voice.
Todd claims he's innocent.
I didn't rape Alice.
Marty's convinced he's guilty.
What if it wasn't Todd at all?
Todd is not innocent.
He needs one person to believe in him.
Tell me that you didn't rape that girl.
I didn't rape anybody.
She's turning the town against him.
I've started a petition asking the governor to send Todd back to prison.
I'm being railroaded.
Is she seeking justice or revenge?
Are you going after Todd because of what you claim he did to that nurse? Or is this about what he did to you?
One Life to Live here on ABC Daytime.
You have a message from Erica?
Yes, it concerns the automobile accident.
Oh, that will be resolved in court.
No, I don't think it will. See, Dimitri, I've persuaded her not to take this suit to court. As a matter of fact, Erica would just as soon forget about the whole thing.
Very generous of her, considering she was at fault.
Although I doubt she'll ever forgive you.
Oh, so I'm off the hook. Your powers of persuasion aside, what exactly changed Erica's mind?
Well, Dimitri, Erica is committed to leaving this disaster that you two called a marriage behind her and getting on with the rest of her life. So this little fender bender of yours is hardly worth her time or her energy. Good night, Dimitri. Don't forget to buckle up.
Dimitri is incredibly loyal to his family. Of course, I'm not his family anymore. I'm nothing to him now.
Dimitri bought off Del Henry to protect you.
Anton, that's a wonderful thought. But there's no truth to it.
He didn't have to write that check. He could have just kicked Kendall out without paying for the privilege.
No, he's just trying to protect himself, that's all. So he doesn't have his name linked with mine in print.
Why would he care? You're divorced. And Kendall took a hatchet to you, not him. So it's no skin off Dimitri's nose if you come off as a cross between Lizzie Borden and Attila the Hun.
You read the book?
As much as I could take, yeah.
That bad?
I don't have to tell you. Kendall's obsessed with revenge, so that book was going to be her ultimate payback. It was petty, vicious, and cruel.
Like Kendall.
Dimitri came off as some sort of a tragic hero. According to Kendall, you were the evil Black Widow spider who preyed on him.
Somebody really ought to warn Kendall, then, that Black Widow spiders also devour their young.
The point is, Kendall trashed you, not him. So the only reason Dimitri put up all that money to squash the book was to spare you. So don't tell me he doesn't care.
I committed a mortal sin, and now I'm paying for it.
How, honey?
My sister Luke used to tell us that if we lied, that we would get sores on our tongue, and she told us a story one time about a little boy who lost his voice because he touched the Lord's name in vain. No, this is real. This is real. This is real. I'm being punished.
Punished for what? How are you being punished? Does this have something to do with... Does this have something to do with the visit to Dr. Clater?
Yes. Edmund, I wish to God I didn't have to tell you this. I'm sorry.
Maria, you're
sorry.
scaring me, Maria. Please, just tell me, what do you have to be sorry for?
After the miscarriage, I got an infection because I was too ashamed to go to a doctor. I called a med student friend of mine, and she gave me a prescription for an antibiotic. When I took the pills until then, symptoms went away, but the infection was still there, and I didn't know. It was a pelvic inflammatory disease, PID. And I've had it for years, and Dr. Clater ran a histogram today, and he said that my fallopian tubes are scarred. And Dr. Clater said that it was very severe.
So what does that mean?
It means that, in all probability, I'm infertile. And that house full of children that you wanted, I can't give them to you.
Look, Mom, I made my own breakfast.
Life is a compromise. Fortunately, it's also a cereal. The wholesome whole grain Quaker Oat cereal, that roasted, toasted, lightly sweet, crispy, crunchy cereal your kids will actually eat. Life is a compromise. Fortunately, it's also a cereal.
A moving tale. A playful tale. A tale to remember. A new book of tales from the beloved author of All Creatures Great and Small, James Herriot's Cat Stories, from St. Martin's Press.
This or that. This or that.
V8, it tastes like...
Very good.
Tasty, very vegetable-y.
A union of vegetables.
V8's got more flavor than tomato juice.
It's different. It tastes like...
V8.
All My Children will return in just a moment, here on ABC.
The second annual Alzheimer's Memory Walk, Saturday, October 1st at the Fashion Fair Mall. Call 229-2891 for more information.
10 seriously beautiful reasons to get to Mervyn's Fall Fashion Sale. Sale, a small word with huge benefits. Dresses, blouses, shoes. Every piece you see is under $40. The pants, they go with the shoes, they go with the top. Your wardrobe needs a refresher course of jackets. Hey, Mervyn's, a fashion do. Department store prices, a definite don't. And number 10, you have nothing to wear, remember? So get into Mervyn's Fall Fashion Sale now.
Computer Information Systems, a career that is online with the future. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the demand for highly trained computer specialists is growing fast. Find out how you can be an important part of the multi-billion-dollar computer industry. Call Phillips Junior College now. The U.S. Department of Labor gives electronic technician its highest rating for all occupations through the year 2000. Employment of electronic technicians is expected to increase much faster than the average for all occupations. Get the skills you need for success in electronic technology. Call Phillips Junior College, 453-1000.
Some radio stations play long blocks of music, but then they make you sit through long blocks of commercials. On the new K104 in a row, you'll always hear at least 4 great songs in a row. But never more than 3 commercials together, guaranteed. So for at least 4 great songs in a row and never more than 3 commercials together, switch to the new K104 in a row. Now playing 10,004 songs in a row with no commercials.
Jilted lovers fight back. Next, Donahue.
We can't have kids.
The chances aren't good.
It's definite?
Not 100%. And Dr. Clater said that there was a slight chance.
How slight?
Well, I would have to have surgery and then some follow-up treatments, and then maybe we could conceive normally.
Okay. Okay, so it's not hopeless? We can do this. Okay, listen, we'll do everything the doctor says, just the 2 of us. Okay? You take time off from the hospital. Take a leave of absence. I'll just drop the campaign and I'll stay home. We'll make love every day of the week that ends in Y. I'll eat ginseng, I'll eat oysters, I'll eat anything. Honey, I would take the procedures for you if I could. And we're gonna be back in the baby-making business. You'll see it before you know it. Okay. Right?
I've got to be straight with you, baby. It's... The chances are not good. They're very slim.
Yeah, but that's better than nothing.
I know, but I don't want to get your hopes up. I mean, I've had PID for 8 years, and I know what a doctor means when he says your chances are slim. And in my heart and in my mind, I know that even after the treatment, our chances of conceiving are very low. They're practically nil. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wanted to blame Dell for this. And if it weren't for him, I would... That is not the truth. That is not the truth. That is a lie. This is my fault. I blame myself for this. Can you ever forgive me?
Shame on you, Dale.
Well, the perfect end to the perfect day.
Now, you listen to me. You leave Dixie alone, or I'll have your entrails on a bed of lettuce.
You want fries with that?
If you're so anxious for body parts, I'll put you on a plane to Calcutta with a check, enough cash to buy all the black market specials.
Sorry, Palmer, but I'd rather die than take a kidney from some poor third world peasant.
Oh, you'd rather have Dixie's, is that it? Far more convenient, isn't it? Yes, you wouldn't have to suffer all that jet lag.
Just back off.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. I said back off. Look at the poor guy. He's sick, for crying out loud. Can't you just leave him alone?
I think you're the one who better be backing off, Missy. You're going to find yourself the next one online for an organ donor.
I am hardly afraid of you. You're nothing but a big bag of wind. Both of you. No, I'd like to see how brave you would be if it was your lives on the line.
Well, I wouldn't be hovering over my relatives like a vulture ready to move in for the kill. All right. Here's your ticket for Calcutta. Punjabi Air, flight 775. Leaves tomorrow at 6 p.m. I will arrange for your passport, your visa, and a draft for $1,000,000 rupees to meet you at the gate. Is it a deal?
The day Dell lets himself be bought off by the likes of you is the day he curls up and dies.
You better listen to the lady, Palmer. This is my life we're talking about, not one of your little franchises that you can sell and buy on a whim. So far, Dixie's my best shot for long-term survival. If she turns me down, then I'll take it from there. But until she does, you can take your little airline ticket and you can fly it out your ear.
And I might have known not to expect anything decent from you. Yeah.
Come on, love bug. You pooped out your powers of persuasion
All
for
right,
one
all right.
night. Let's get going.
You listen to me. You listen to me. You bother Dixie, and you'll have to answer to me.
You know, it's plain you're between a rock and a hard place. I feel for you, Dell. I really do.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, don't thank me yet. I came here to warn you. Don't you push Dixie. You let her make up her own mind, or you're going to have more than just Palmer to answer to. Enough said.
I love you so much. I would never do anything to jeopardize our future or the future of our family. You have to understand that by now. I know that you're scared, okay? I can even understand why you called this family meeting. I'm scared too. I have to come to some sort of resolution about Dell, and I have to do it very soon, and I can't do it with you and Uncle Palmer and everybody else trying to put the squeeze on me. So I am just going to do the only thing that I can do under the circumstances. I'm going away.
If you're shopping for carpet, you know how hard it is to compare.
What's the difference between these?
Oh, about $10. Introducing the Trustmark Carpet Selection System. It's selection made simple because it gives you the facts on things like thickness and durability, so you can finally make a confident decision instead of the Trustmark Carpet Selection System. Only at a Trustmark dealer. Call 1-800-TRUSTMARK.
We've always used Ivory. Ivory's safe even for a baby's skin, but grown-up skin needs to be babied too. Ivory has no additives or strong perfumes, so I trust it to safely care for my family's skin.
Ivory. Feel sure because it's pure.
You have a choice. Not all douches are made to work with the woman's body. This one is. Summer's Eve is pH balanced and hypoallergenic, so it's formulated to work with your body. The Summer's Eve feeling. Clean, fresh, naturally better.
Let's see what's going on next door. Ooh, cats. Ooh, they get the satin pillow, we get the old shoe. When I gotta go, I get shown the back door like some animal. Mommy's little hairball gets the private box with the scoop-away litter. And I don't mean that old-fashioned stuff that smells till the day they change it. Scoop away clumps where she wets. They scoop away the clump. Bam, Pookie's box is fresh and clean. Me, I'm sharing a rusty hydrant with every mutt in the cul-de-sac. Aw.
Scoop away, the litter that's day one clean every day.
With Corningware, you can make everything from roast pork to steamed shrimp and rice. Even bake a casserole.
What's a casserole?
So whether you're cooking out or cooking in, cook it in Corningware.
However you like to save money, you'll save big with Love's. We dropped the price. On average, almost 80 cents lower than other national brands. And that's really quite a drop. So switch to Love's. Love's just loves to save you money.
Wednesday, Harry brings Grandpa to show and tell.
Your grill's so cool. You know what else? He's got a tiger tattooed on his butt.
It's an all-new Thunder Alley. Then,
Margaret's big date is tonight?
Yes, Grandma. He's an anesthesiologist.
Oh, guess his big box.
It's the all-new All-American Girl Wednesday on ABC. Tonight, it's Roseanne's season premiere.
Oh, my weakness. Animal noises.
Find out Roseanne's big news tonight here on ABC.
What do you mean you're going away? What are you talking about?
I talked to Lainey today. She and David have invited me to be their house guest.
Wait a minute, in Paris?
I need the time and the distance to make up my mind about Dell.
Fine, take all the time you need. 1 year, 2 years?
Ted, I'm not going to be gone that long. Besides, Dell doesn't have that much time.
Jinkies, I forgot. Come on, honey, what's wrong with Napa or even Willow Lake?
I need Lainey. She's my sister. She's much more sensible than I am. Besides, it's a situation that only a sister could relate to.
Well, speaking of which, I'm amazed he hasn't asked her for a kidney.
He checked it out.
Figures.
She's not a match. She's the wrong blood type.
Then who needs her?
I do.
What about me? Honey, I'm on your side.
I know you are.
Good, then it's settled. I'll go with you. I would love a trip to Paris. It's no problem. I'll just call up the office and tell Orsini that I need some time off, and we can go tomorrow.
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't think nothing of it.
Okay. But no. This is one trip that I have to make by myself. If you go with me, it would completely defeat the purpose. Besides, I can't think straight just looking at those beautiful, sad puppy dog eyes.
I didn't realize I had that much clout.
One look, and I'm a goner. That's why I have to go. I have to get away from you and from Pine Valley. If I stay, I'll end up doing whatever you want me to do. Because I love you that much.
Is that such a bad thing?
Yes, it is. These are very high stakes, Ted. As high as they get. Dell's life. It's on the line. Now, if I make this choice, it's me. It's my responsibility. But if something happened to him, would you really want me to turn around and be throwing that back in your face somewhere down the line? Of course not. So this way makes it so much easier. I go, I come back, the decision is made, and we can just get on with our lives, just like it used to be, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but don't hold me to it. One favor, all right?
Anything, you name it.
Just don't stay away too long.
I promise.
I miss you already.
Me, you too.
So when do you want to leave?
Tomorrow. I get my bags and stuff together.
Yeah, here's your hat. What's your hurry? Tomorrow, huh? At least it leaves us with tonight.
I'm open to suggestions.
You are? What about,
Mr. Martin, I'm a married woman.
Don't you forget it.
Anton, thank you for trying to straighten things out.
Are you going to think about what I said?
I'm going to churn this over endlessly in my mind. I don't think it's going to change anything, however.
Oh, maybe, maybe not. Look, I misjudged Kendall big time, so I'm not very confident about much these days, but one thing I can say for sure. Dimitri still loves you, and he never stopped.
Did he say that?
Not in so many words. Dimitri's proud. He's stubborn. And it's enough to make you crazy sometimes, I know, but don't let that stop you from giving you and him another chance. I better get going. I have an early morning lab tomorrow. And I see you have some unpacking to do.
All right. Well, then, good night, Anton. And thank you.
When I first saw them, I thought, ooh, how funny. Flaps on the sides of a maxi? Well, always calls them wings. And they're not just little tabs. They're panty protectors. You see, Always has dry weave on top of the pad that forms panty-protecting wings. So, Always is cleaner and drier, even on the sides. Now, when I think about it, wings aren't funny. They're fabulous. Always with wings. It's cleaner, it's drier, it's Always.
Color, but that's not all.
Discover L'Oreal Color Riche Hydrating Lip Color. With treatment so advanced, lips feel moisturized, protected for 48 hours. Color Riche.
More than color and how.
L'Oreal, more beautiful by design.
The dawn of power. Powerline 10 amps of true power. Powerline Plus 12 amps maximum power with hard box and tools on board at prices that will blow you away. Powerline Plus. From Eureka, the next generation.
We just weren't hungry, dear. Well, I'll make cappuccino.
Cappuccino? They don't have a rug, but they have a cappuccino machine. Honey, what's going on? Maxwell House Cappuccino. Delicious.
I'll help with the dishes. Oh, that's okay. We have a dishwasher, too.
Maxwell House Cappuccino. The magic without the machine.
Introducing panties that stay put. That don't go where they shouldn't. That stay in place. Comfortably. Now, if you could just figure out what to wear over them. Fruit of the loom. Clothes that make you feel good.
With thousands of GIs in Haiti's unsettled streets, what's next? Stay with ABC News on the experience of Peter Jennings and watch ABC's World News tonight.
You won't believe who they're letting out of prison. Repeat sex offenders, free to strike again.
It's scary.
One could be living next door to you, but there could be a way to stop them.
We want the bad guys locked up forever.
It feels like a movie, but it's real. Turning Point, tonight.
How's the head?
Splitting.
Thought I told you to lie down.
Yes, ma'am.
Better?
Uh-huh, yeah.
If you close your eyes and let your mind go blank, it'll help.
Kendall, will you stay a while until I fall asleep?
I'm not going anywhere.
Sorry is all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like sorry, like sorry. Forgive me, it's all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like forgive me, forgive me. Say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Baby, if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine. I love you. It's all like I love you, I love you. But you can say, baby, be mine. You be mine. You be mine.
What's the most important thing you put on? Is it red?
No.
Is it green? I'll bet it's green.
It's clear. Introducing Soft and Dry Clear Gel Antiperspirant. Odor and wetness protection with no white, no messy, no chalky residue. Clear enough?
Hey, wait a minute. So the most important thing you put on
Leaves no messy white stuff behind. New Soft and Dry Clear Gel.
This is Joan London.
And Charles Gibson. Tomorrow, restaurants with innovative ways of keeping the customer satisfied.
Plus singer Luther Vandross and honeymooner Audrey Meadows on Good Morning America.
Tomorrow here on ABC.
Next, guess who's coming to dinner at Hank's and Sheila's apartment? Find out on One Life to Live.
All the drama.
You can't be my brother.
Double the trouble
That's what twins are all about.
in half the time.
We talk about it at work.
Just loved it. You will be hooked.
Loving only on ABC Day.